A narcissist's jokes are insults and put downs in disguise. They do not have a true sense of humor. Their sense of humor is distorted because it's all about putting other people down, creating comparison that doesn't even exist, pointing out other people's flaws or inadequacies that are insignificant. Their sense of humor is sadistic. They thrive on the pain of others. They find it funny when you are in pain because of them. They find it amusing when they put you down by comparing you with your colleague, with your sibling, or with someone else who is seemingly better than you. Would you like to watch how cruel it gets with narcissist jokes? Let's watch a video clip together. But before we do, here is a trigger warning because it's really disturbing. So brace yourself, keep your body relaxed, and let's go. A narcissist will destroy you inside out in guise of a joke and then expect you to be totally normal. They will expect you to laugh along. If you get upset, if you show a concern, if you start crying because you are hurt, you do not have a sense of humor. You're not funny. You're too serious for life. They blame you for so many things but would never take a step back and see what they have said or what they have done. For them, harassing you, attacking your dignity, abusing you physically is a joke. The fact that they think it's okay to play with you however they want to tells us they see you as a toy, as an object. They don't see you as a partner who must be respected in all circumstances. In their eyes, you are their belonging and they can use you in whatever they want to. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today's episode is going to be all about how a narcissist destroys you in disguise of a humor. If that sounds interesting and you are eager to learn more, please make sure to subscribe by pressing the subscribe button and push the bell icon to stay updated with everything latest that I post over here. Let's get started. The video clip that you watched is excruciatingly painful. I am aggravated as I also watched it with you because this is not the first time I'm watching it, but every time I watch it, I get filled with anger. The audacity of this man to cut her hair and think it's a joke, it's beyond unacceptable. It's incomprehensible. I can't understand how someone can be so crazy in their head, so selfish and so egoistic that they would think it's okay to do something like this to their partner and then jump like a monkey thinking that it's funny. Everybody should be laughing. As you heard me earlier, I was saying they find amusement in your pain. She was struggling, she was crying, and he was finding fun in it. I don't know how. The only explanation to that is sadism. Narcissists are deeply sadistic. They say not all narcissists, but I say all narcissists are sadistic in one or the other way. They enjoy your pain, whether or not they intentionally inflict it. Whenever they do, they find it amusing, like in this case. And it's important to point out what happened towards the end of the clip. Did you see the emotional shift, like the mask he wore right in that moment? He was jumping, is happy as she was trying to get a grasp of reality, like what the hell happened to me? And then he was like, oh, as if he was so sad. That was clearly a fake emotion that he didn't feel. This is how crazy making works with the narcissist. Had she pointed out, what have you done to me? How could you do this to me? Then he would have gone like, well, it was a joke. What's wrong with you? Can't you take a joke? Why are you so sensitive? I mean, they go on and on and on and on when it comes to justifying their cruel behavior. This is cruelty. This is abuse. In my eyes, this is a crime. This is an assault. This is a punishable act. How could he do that? You know, and then to make it seem like it was a joke and it is the victim's fault for being too serious and for not being flexible enough, for not being open enough, for not being mature enough to take a joke, it is nauseating. That kind of thinking is what a narcissist has. And what you saw is the most extreme example and form of crazy making through a narcissist's humor or their jokes. What happens at the subtle level is far more devastating because it happens continuously when you are with a covert narcissist, especially, or the type who subtly puts you down, yet you're not able to kind of pinpoint exactly what they said that made you feel that way. It's like they feed you poison but wrapped in honey. You feel the sweetness in mouth, but your body is slowly dying. It happens slowly but surely kills you. You fade away with it. They compare you with other people. Let's take the example of a narcissistic parent who puts you down, but subtly by comparing you with your sister. Let's say you're a female victim, the daughter of this narcissistic mother, and you're wearing this new dress that you really like, that looks amazing on you. There's nothing, no flaw to be pointed out. And you go to your mother and you simply kind of want her to say something nice, and you want to show her how you look. Instead of being positive, instead of appreciating you, uplifting you, giving you positive feedback, what does she do? She says something along the lines of, yes, that looks good on you, but you got to do better, because it just would look better on you if you lost a pound more. That's it. But yeah, it's fine. Or she might say something along the lines of, it looks nice on you, but I think it would look better on your sister. This is crazy. They compliment you, but it's not actually a compliment. In the dynamics of a romantic relationship, this comparison is crazy, or this belittling is crazy. You get a promotion at job, and then they pass comments to degrade you, to make you feel bad about it, to make you feel as if it's not that significant. Well, yeah, it is worthy of appreciation, but not so much. Okay, if you had done a little bit more, if you had put similar efforts into the relationship, probably this would have also made progress. But yeah, your promotion is nice, it's amazing, you did great. So do you see these backhanded jabs, these compliments that are not actually compliments, but basically stabs that are invisible? This is exactly what a narcissistic abuse survivor goes through and feels crazy, because the narcissist seemingly is not raising their voice, they're not being openly abusive, they're not hitting you. So what am I worried about? Am I crazy? Am I making things up? Because he or she is not raising their voice. Quite the opposite, they are very calm when they speak to me. They don't seem to use any bad words. They don't seem to curse. They don't seem to punch holes in the walls. So what is the problem? Well, that must be me. I must be the problem. I must be oversensitive. I must be making things up. I must be more open. I think I am a closed person, and so on. And then that way, a narcissist degrades you, depersonalizes, and demoralizes you, makes abuse normal, rather normalizes their abuse, the degradation of your personality through their remarks that they pass via compliments. They never mean to compliment you, because they always want to be better than you. So how would they say you are great? If they were to say something nice about you, that would equally mean they are bad, or they have put themselves down. So it is more about them. See the selfishness, the extent of ego-centeredness of a narcissist. They can't even genuinely pass a compliment even when they think they should, because by doing so, they will be putting themselves down. It's not only the ego-centeredness, it is also the extreme fragile sense of self. It is the cluster of shame and insecurities that the narcissist always tries to keep suppressed and hidden. Why do you think you struggle with confidence, or you have a lack of confidence? It's not because you are weak or you're not putting yourself out there. Of course not. You have what it takes to excel, to just to express what you have got, what you have to offer. It is the narcissist who has subtly put you down, so much so that you have lost your sense of self. They were smiling, they were laughing when they were passing a comment on, let's say, a speech that you gave to an audience. Yeah, they complimented it, but they said something that made you feel like maybe I wasn't that good. Think about that. It's like a mosquito biting at the same place 1,000 times. One time is okay, you can just ignore that, but 1,000 times on the same place gets crazy. You will become paranoid. You will naturally go delusional. Every sound that looks similar to a mosquito buzzing would activate extreme survival responses of fight, flight, or freeze in you. The same thing has happened, and the worst thing is the mosquito that has bitten you is invisible. You have scratches, you have bites all over the, let's say, hand or your arm or your body, but you do not know who is biting you. It's like you have been put in a room filled with poisonous gas, but this gas doesn't have a smell. You're dying. You are gasping for air. You feel suffocated, but you do not know what's wrong with this room. It seems to be okay. It's only when you leave the room, when you distance yourself from the narcissist, you recognize that there was a problem with that room. When a narcissist intends to be stealthier, cleverer, and more hidden with their abuse, they use humor, they use jokes, they joke around, they push and pull you like you are a toy to be played with, they pinch you, they hit you, but then it's like, what's wrong with you? I was just joking around, I was playing around. Why do you think I physically abused you? A narcissist would literally throw you, push you down and hit you hard, and then if you feel pain in your body and say, what's wrong with you? Why did you do that? Come on, we were just playing around. We were just, it's supposed to be funny. Why are you so serious? This is why you ruin and this is why you destroy every single occasion. This is why we have problems in the relationship, because you do not know how to be funny. You don't have a good sense of humor. How could I push you? You're a human being. You're not an object. I was just playing around and I did that in a funny way. It was supposed to be funny. And then you think like, well, yeah, maybe he or she is right. I was supposed to feel funny. It was supposed to be a joke. So why am I feeling bad in my body? Why do I feel pain? But yeah, maybe I'm making it up. I need to do better. This is the extreme form of crazy making that happens, and this is how you lose your sense of self, your self-worth, your self-confidence, and self-esteem. In conclusion, we can say a narcissist does not have a true sense of humor. Their sense of humor is distorted, and they get their joy from putting you down, from causing you emotional and physical pain. It's amusing for them when they see you struggle, especially if you're struggling because of them. If you are crying because of them, they feel joy. It's playful for them, which to me is sadistic, evil, and demonic. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And with that, I would like to end this episode. I'll talk with you in the next one. Until then, let the healing begin and continue.